welcome back, more Gintama. Not really any time to really explain too much because people are coming out the woodwork left, right and centre. And for better or worse, they are here for a fight. Maybe to protect the town, maybe to protect some people. More likely than not, to cause some trouble. But the fighting and honour aside, the main question to be asked. Just how dumb can they make Gintoki look this time? They got their work cut out for them. Some colourful flowers there. Are we getting a backstory flashback for the enemy general? The divine horn. One that has the power above all else. The greatest of their warriors, abandoning the ways. I believe I made reference. Made reference to a certain character before, but treated for a parasite. They bloomed. I feel as though the treatment didn't go quite the way it was planned. So the fear that everyone gained from our little florist was probably truly founded in reality. There's a reason to be afraid. But some sort of parasite is the reason that they gave up their ways of fighting, left the planet, left it all behind them. Maybe this particular parasite thing infesting them could spread to a few other characters. Might help out. But if it is hetero, I'm gonna be very, very pleased. And considering it is looking to be a reappearance, at least in part, to everyone that we have visited throughout the 351 episodes so far. And as the opening gets more and more elaborate as everyone gets involved, how's it going to be by the end of it? Jump and power creep. To think that these guys would be able to take them all down and change clothes in time. Being infiltrated from within, being cut down in their stride. And some characters, as you saw, sacrificing their own to be able to land a decisive blow. Does that include you? Looks like they're laying their lives down for not much. So you've taken steps. You know, when they're so collected and calm as they are now, you know that everyone in front of them is in for a bad time. Waiting for the sheathing of the sword. The sewer rats! You know, giving the tunnel snakes their own run for the money. It's, they'd just be warring over the numbers of what they managed to take down at the end of this. The enemy itself means really little. Only a select few can call him Duratron. I think this flashback might be slightly unnecessary. How it was brought up, at least. What about, hospital fees and whatnot? Not going to pay for those? Just know who you're picking a fight with. I may be thinking along the same lines as him. All of his efforts were in vain. I think he's doting a little too hard here. Okay, maybe I did say it. To think it would be so simple to get such a development, such a promotion. Yeah, if you're going to... Uh-oh. I mean, fingers grow back, don't they? I mean, if someone will try to stand in his place, fill in his rather large shoes. Don't you dare die until we say it's okay. Having such a tough talk during a second flashback for him. A place where the morons can really flourish. And in another 20, 30 years, who will be standing in the places of the mall now? The spirit ever watching over the city. I bet you see some sights every now and again. That's what's being dragged along, his big club. There's a third horn, so his third defeat is... as they are running. The old man there seems to be having some fun fighting, though. Good. And as soon as the commander is down, they up and leave. The fight is over. That's the difference in forces here. There's no one that they would turn their tails and flee if someone falls. This would fight tenfold more. Everyone has their own reasons, but ultimately... do you need more than just defending your home? Defending your friends? And in your little metaphor here, what is the poison? I mean, if you see that launching towards you... well, first off, you'd probably laugh, and then you'd realise your mistake. I don't think we can have many that joining the fray, throwing telephone poles around, but having character on the front lines is definitely a force to be reckoned with. I mean, with a force that size, as soon as some start to flee, others might not even realise what's going on. But look at him with a smile like that. How could you deny the protagonist a time to shine? He would lose a popularity poll if he didn't. It's really a tough decision, is it? Which side of death do you want? Well, it's not the fighting spirit, it's their... There we go. An even greater force that they're fighting back against. Oh! It's not a member of your camaraderie. I see there was an innocent victim caught in the crossfire. Even the... even the smallest of weeds fighting against adversity, fighting to live in any place. Thanks for the exposition. And such a gorgeous flower it is. And now, not only has he just descended upon the battlefield, but he's got to take vengeance now. Who was it that trampled... Oh no. You want to be very careful with your answer now. So many! They all had a hand in taking out the flower. I don't think prostrating and begging for forgiveness will cut it this time. I mean, you say that, but he took that mallet to his face, back of the head, and didn't even flinch. There's nothing on the end of that arm. The last horn? Let's hope that one was from his head, though. Yeah, we don't have all day. He's a one-man tornado. One that we could have actually used... been quite helpful for some of the other storylines. Yeah, just run away. It's best to escape while you can. Find some place to hide. But the prologue for power creep. Okay. I like the out of... Get him out of... We're really... Oh, I got it right! We're really pulling out all the stops now, are we? And does that mean we'll also be having the forces of the underworld and the demons launching an all-out assault as well? I mean, didn't she look up to him at some point before? It is, yeah. Gintama has a way of retelling the same plot line, same joke, just turning it on its head. Yeah, you don't need to outrun the monsters, you just need to outrun the guy next to you. Which Earl came up with this? I mean, it's just helpful pruning. That's what it was, wasn't it? I do not remember his name, but does that mean what we're gonna see? Like the Shrine Maidens that were with Sadaharu's storyline turn up at some point. We'll see the innkeeper. Well, she's not really part of the city, so. But seems like a great place for a JoJo reference, maybe. But to think that they are trapped in the way that they are, really regretting coming on into this war, into this fight. They are surrounded. Good thing they're all of the same design. No need to actually put in effort, just copy and paste. The animators can save some money that way. Screwed might be the word. But what is down that alleyway they're running? Looks that way. They have fled for the time being. Let's not... Oh, Kagura, might be a little soon. We don't know quite... That was a noise. That was, I think, every muscle in Gintoki's sphincter clenching you simultaneously. Just, oh no. Maybe Hetero will be understanding, you know, trimming back the flowers. Maybe he's going to plant it elsewhere. Let another one bud and sprout. Well, I'm not sure that works with flowers. Maybe like hedge clippings and the like, but you know, Gintoki's not well versed in flower management, gardening. Have I just had a dumb smile across my face for most of these episodes now? That moment where, like here, flashing through everyone that we have come to know, seen, and it's all paying off. I did want Hetero to join the fight, to come back and make a scene, but being the strongest, being held down by a parasitic little plant, we definitely saw the ways of bathing together is slightly odd on this planet, so maybe that's just how they apologise back on their home world. No wonder they're so terrified of making a mistake. But now that we have like the four divas showing up, doing their thing. The youngsters and the old fighting together, saving the city, saving their home, honouring the memory of those past, and protecting the future for those yet to come. All the while straddling the line of being cancelled. Gintama's one hell of a show. But with one more episode to go, we know for a fact that we are probably going to see something amusing, something deadly, something that probably involves Gintoki having to take some time off to recuperate. I don't think a simple apology is really going to cut removing someone's appendages. Although Gintoki certainly loses quite a few of his. Usually they're round and about that big. But an entire liberation force retreating from one district? How's that going to look? Once the upper echelons of the command hear about this, what are they going to do about it? We've already seen Katsura and the like up there, possibly defending the Earth from up on high. We still have a couple of characters recuperating that have not yet seen the light of battle, and I don't think we'll have all four of our samurai generals not be on the field. God, this arc is something else. It is. I mean, I knew it was going to be up there with my favourite arcs in all of Gintama anyway, but wow. I think by itself, this arc is pretty good, but taking it with everything we've experienced in Gintama, it is just a sensational overload. So many feelings, and so many jokes that you kind of wish you didn't remember kind of start sprouting. But we know, if as soon as I start thinking of anything too floral, make sure to warn me. I don't think anyone really wants a perennial based existence. Still, it would make the whole place a lot more colourful, though. If you've enjoyed Gintama and want to see more, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel. There's a hell of a lot of cleanup after this battle, but we don't even know who's going to make it to the end. I just hope that some of our most beloved characters don't end up getting taken out by their own side. If Gintoki didn't have enough to worry about, just look at everyone who's helping. Get some rest. I for sure as hell. We'll see you in the next one. If you would want to be the dandelion to the cracked pavement and sewer grate that is my channel, consider joining onto my Patreon, because somehow you have all managed to bloom into such pretty flowers, despite being stuck around me. But it is nice to know that something good can come out of all of this anime. So, I need to thank Electricant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Arthea, Shiwan, Mats, Girly, Cardboard, Groyville, Ginterman, Dark Shadow 7899, Mega 42, and everyone else. I just hope there's no chlorophyll type catastrophe on the horizon.